Welcome to episode 48 of the Family Geekery Podcast. I'm Danny.
I'm Amber.
And I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about our favorite robots.
Talking about robots.
Okay, nice one. Fitting in.
Mm-hmm.
You're not my favorite, though.
That a
Sorry.
flex.
Mm.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing, talking about our favorite robots, whether they're from movies, TV shows, video games, comics, whatever. And we're just going to do a round robin, no particular order of our list. We're not counting down or anything. We're just going to talk about them, chat about them. And there may be some overlap. We have not compared notes. So if there's overlap, we'll just jump in and say, hey, that was one of mine too.
Mm-hmm.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, Danny, you're going to go ahead and kick it off. Oh, wait.
We gotta talk about our weeks.
Let's talk about our weeks. How many weeks are we talking about?
All of them.
Oh,
Weeks
weeks,
as in three.
there's three of us.
Yeah, so it's 3
And there's
weeks.
1 week. So that's 3 weeks of stuff we should have done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did we do 3 weeks worth of stuff?
I'm confused. You lost me.
That means you start.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've not been doing very much. Had a lot of homework to do, but I did watch a movie on Netflix called I See You, and it was a horror suspense movie. Pretty good, a lot better than I thought it was going to be. So I would recommend you guys check that out.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
How
It's
about
got
you,
some
Danny?
twists in there.
I have not been doing much. I found out that one of my favorite animes is coming out with a new season in July. It's called Haremia. So I'm excited for that. And then there's an Attack on Titan event coming out in Fortnite in a few weeks. So I'm excited about that too.
Nice.
They're doing all the anime, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Smart.
I had some time to play a little bit more of that Reventure game. The one where you die 100 different times.
Oh, yeah.
And I finally got a compass now. So I've unlocked a compass so that if you find a hint, the compass will point you to where the hint is talking about. You still have to figure out how you have to die. Like there's one that just said meow. And I was like, okay. So
Cat.
I didn't see a cat until I finally found the compass, and then the compass led me to the cat.
Oh.
Yep.
Meow.
Very good. So let's go ahead and get started with these robots, our favorite robots, starting with Danny.
My first robot is BB-8 from Star Wars.
BB-8. He's cute.
Nice. He is
He is
cute.
pretty. He's just
We
a
have a
little-
BB-8, right?
One
Yeah,
of the remote-controlled ones.
Yeah.
we do.
Yep. Made by Sphero.
We should pull that out and have
Oh, yeah.
Penny chase it around.
Oh, my gosh. She would love that.
I feel like she would hate it.
I see a lot of those listed on Marketplace because I think Sphero stopped supplying the app to the App Store.
Oh no.
Oh,
But they still have their educational app, and I think you can control it with that.
okay.
Or if you have it loaded on an old iPad 2 or something,
Which you probably do.
which I probably do. in the halls of iPads here in the historical section of this basement. All right, BB-8, that's a good one.
It is.
You're starting off strong.
I am.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, Amber, what's up?
BMO.
BMO, yeah.
Yeah.
That was not on my list.
Oh, I get wrecked. BMO from Adventure Time. Cutest little video game companion.
Looks just like a Game Boy.
Yeah, he's got some solo episodes too.
They play
Where
games
he's
on
like-
him.
Yeah. He's just got really cute story.
Like his voice.
Yeah.
a
And
cutie.
I've seen people take their Switch and they'll 3D print a BMO to slot their Switch into. And it looks
Oh my
cool.
goodness.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No,
Good.
I love BMO.
Who doesn't love BMO?
All right, I'm going to kick it off with Optimus Prime.
Cool.
And although Soundwave may be one of my favorite Transformers, I like Optimus Prime because he's like, first he's the military leader of the Autobots, right? But he's also like the father figure.
Yeah.
And in the ride Transformers at Universal Studios, he makes you feel very appreciated. I'm proud of you.
I saw a TikTok recently where I don't know if this is true, but it's really funny if it actually happened. Where I guess when they made the more recent movies, they did a fan vote of like, oh, what do you want him to say? What do you want Optimus Prime to say? And everyone voted for I'm gonna turn into a truck now. And then they were like, no, we can't do this, so it's not in the movie.
That's funny. Yeah, but he's got the perfect voice. What Peter Cullen does that voice, I believe. And the story of how he got that voice for that part when he read for the part is pretty good. His brother just gave him some advice about, hey, just be like a father figure. And that's where he went with it.
Nice.
Cool. All right, Danny, back to you.
My next robot is Wally.
Nice. That's also my next one on my list.
Despite him being canceled.
He's canceled?
Yeah.
No, I don't believe you when you told me that story. I don't believe you.
Yeah, I read it on the internet, so it's got to be real.
What did he do?
Apparently, Eva was unconscious when he first met her, but he wanted to be her girlfriend, so he kept on bringing her gifts and carrying her around and made him into his girlfriend without consent. Kind of like the Sleeping Beauty thing.
Sleeping Beauty one makes more sense, but this is robots, and Wally is cute.
Robots can't be tried in jury.
Wally saves the world.
Yep. He's awesome.
Cool. All right, Amber.
All right, my next one is I just wrote Robots movie because the movie Robots has so many good robots, and I would say they're all on my list. But when you get Ewan McGregor and Robin Williams to play robots, you know it's a good movie, and it's such a cool story that I don't know. They're all just so cool, and the world building in that is really awesome. Just like seeing how like the junky robots are made out of like junky parts, and then the new ones are all sleek and clean, and oh, it's just really cool. One of my favorite movies when I was little.
All right, I'm going to go with one that you guys might not recognize by name, but you may recognize if you've seen the movie. And it's, I forget if it's pronounced Bubo or Bubbo. And that is a mechanical owl from Clash of the Titans.
I've never seen that.
You never seen the original 1980 version of Clash
You
of the
might
Titans?
have shown me it. I don't know.
Well, he's sent, I guess, by the gods to help out.
Probably Athena, if he's an owl.
Is he? Okay. To help out whatever his name is, Perseus, on his travels to defeat the Kraken.
Nice.
Yep, he's a cute little thing, though.
Nice.
All right, Danny, back to you.
My next robot is Baymax from Big Hero 6
Oh.
because he likes warm hugs.
I forgot that Baymax was a robot. Because he doesn't look like a robot.
That's
He's
true.
an inflatable robot.
Yeah, he is. Big marshmallow looking. I really like Big Hero 6. I think it's a cute movie.
I love it, and I've not seen it nearly enough times.
There's a cat in it.
Yeah. Furry
Baymax.
baby.
What? Furry
Baby.
baby. Baymax likes furry baby.
All right, Amber.
My next one comes from Portal 2, Atlas and Peabody. And I think I usually play as Peabody because that's the player 2 robot. But Atlas and Peabody come from the 2-player, I guess, like mini campaign of Portal 2. Um, and they're both cool guys. One's like a typical white and fat, short and fat guy, and the other one's like a tall and skinny guy. But like, and they carry the portal guns, and it's cool. It's a really fun part of that game. The only Portal game that I finished was the multiplayer part of that one, but it's really fun, and those guys are really cute.
That was on my list too.
Really?
Nice.
Nice.
Which one do you like better, Danny?
I like the short one.
Atlas. Nice.
Well, if you're going with Portal 2,
You're gonna bring us back to Portal 1?
on my list, I've got GLaDOS from Portal 1.
Nice.
I just like her dry sense of humor and her wit and her being able to put people down without them like really being put down. But some of my favorite quotes, one is, remember before when I was talking about smelly garbage standing around being useless? That was a metaphor. I was actually talking about you. And then another one was, I guess after you break something, it says, that made shoes for orphans. Nice job breaking it, hero. And then the last one I like is, the birth parents you are trying to reach do not love you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Whenever I
She's
play
pretty savage.
Oriana, a champ in League of Legends, who is a robot, I should have put her on my list because I play her a lot. I forgot that League of Legends existed for a second. But whenever I play as her voice is so similar to GLaDOS's voice and like she has like a very like threatening like voice lines, but her voice is like that sweet robotic voice that it's like a cool contrast that always reminds me of GLaDOS.
That's cool.
Nice.
And she's got the ball, which reminds me of the guy that like walks you through Portal. Or that's the second one though. I don't know.
Yeah, I like her too. She's pretty funny. Portal's a fun game.
Yep.
I didn't know you've played Portal, Danny.
I played multiplayer. It was probably one of the first games I remember playing.
Nice.
But Dad would have to walk me through some of those harder levels.
I had to get those 2-player achievements, so someone had to help me.
I was like, wait, where do you want me to put the portal?
Yeah.
Oh. My turn?
Yep.
Well, this wasn't on my list, but since Amber brought up League of Legends, I'm gonna add one to my list so I don't forget. But his name is Blitzcrank, and he's a support, and he's like a hook champion. And I'm not very good at him because I usually play like mage supports. But he's fun to play. I have like clips of like trick shots and stuff because it's pretty funny when you hook someone. But he's just funny. My favorite skin of his is, what is it, Blitzencrank? It's like the cat one.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's like a space skin, and cats are running. There's like one cat in the head, and I think 2 cats in each of the arms, and they're like robot maneuvering Blitzcrank. It's a good skin.
But yeah, he's just fun to play, and he looks funny when he speeds up
Yeah.
to hook someone. But annoying to play against a good one.
Yeah. They also released a long time ago, and I think it's off the App Store now, but Riot made a Blitzcrank app that was like arcade style, just like pulling things in and stuff.
Oh, that's funny.
And I have not played it in years, but I keep it on my phone just because I know if I delete it, I'll never get it back again. My next one is another dynamic duo, R2D2 and C3PO,
Yes.
which have to be on lists, and I feel like they need to be together because they're kind of like two sides of a coin. Got the goofy, silly R2 with the, I don't know, grumpy C3PO.
Yeah, I had C3PO on my list.
But not R2D2?
Well, I was just gonna go. I like R2D2 because he's cute, but I like the neurotic nature of C3PO.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like always afraid to do things, and I'm gonna do this my way, and you'll see. You'll see.
And I like in the Lego game when you have C3PO and he like gets hit, his limbs fall off, and then you have to like pick him up and carry him.
Right.
What about the Lego, like, R2D2 scream when he, or I guess that's in
Yeah.
the movie too, where he just screams when he falls off the map or
But it's
dies.
fun to do that in the game, just like every time there's a ledge. Ah!
When I was doing my research for this, because I'm not very good at coming up with robots on the spot, I found a website or like a link that said most annoying robots from pop culture, and C3PO was the front cover.
I bet R2 would be more annoying if we understood what he was saying also.
He's probably pretty snarky.
Yeah.
Mhm. He always has a tone of beep, or like, you never know what he's saying, but he always has a tone.
Yeah. R2D2 in the bad lip reading music videos is also really funny. He does like the backup singing, and it's like all
Mhm.
high pitched and really silly.
Cool. So C3PO was on my list, so I'm gonna pass it on over to Danielle.
All right. I picked Karen from SpongeBob because, well, if you don't know who Karen is, she is like a super computer robot that is basically Plankton's love interest.
I think she's actually his wife.
Wife. Yeah. I think they have like a marriage episode or something. I don't know. But she rolls around and basically helps Plankton with his evil plan to steal the formula. But she's pretty funny.
Yeah.
She's
And
just,
she's like way smarter than Plankton.
yeah.
And she's
Like,
always
he'd
like,
be nowhere without her.
yeah. Nice.
Got about her.
Yeah.
Hmm.
My next one is Soundwave, which I don't know. I'm not even a huge Transformers fan. I just saw, oh, this one's music. I like that one. And so he's always been my favorite ever since that. Um, but he's cool. I like him. And is he in any of the like live action movies?
Yes,
Oh, he is?
but he's not a boombox.
Oh, what
He's
is he?
been he was like a satellite dish, I think, in one of them,
Oh,
Mm.
that's lame. Why would they do that?
because nobody knows what a boombox is anymore.
Bro, everyone knows what a boombox is. Have you played Sims? Come on.
After he was so popular, a couple generations into the original uh, toys and cartoons, they made a boombox version for the Autobots also.
Oh,
He's like orange and yellow and white,
that sounds
lively
cool.
colors as opposed to dull,
Dark brown
dark
and
colors.
purple,
Yeah.
or not brown, purple.
And he had the coolest voice on the show.
Is that what he sounds like?
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. All right. Let's see. I've got on my list here K2SO.
Nice.
He was definitely the breakout hit from, what was the name of the movie?
Rogue One.
Rogue One. That's right.
I
The
liked
Star
that
Wars
movie.
story.
Yeah. I wasn't the actor or voice actor or whatever, wasn't that the guy from like Wolverine or Logan. Wasn't he in Logan as like the pale guy?
He might have been. I forget who voiced him.
Hmm.
Yep.
Hmm.
All right, Danny, back to you.
My next one, I don't know if you guys thought of it, but when I thought of robot in video games, I thought of, hopefully I say this right, but you know the game Machinarium? Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Oh,
Mechanarium. Yeah.
Yeah. And
that
if
guy.
you haven't played that game, it's a good one. It's like a little puzzle game where you have to like manipulate the little robot guy to get through the room and like stretch to grab things. He's just cute.
Has a very like Iron Giant type vibe to the
Yeah.
animation and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Good one, Danny. I didn't remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. My next one is Chappie, from the movie Chappie. And it's been years since I've watched that. But I remember liking the movie a lot, and Chappie was cool. I don't remember why Chappie was cool, but he talked, right?
I don't remember. I'm sure he probably had to.
um, but they were like, I don't know, defeating evil. Him and his human friend, whatever they
E-
were doing. It was like
Evil being Hugh Jackman,
evil
right?
being Hugh Jackman. It was like an environmental thematic movie, right? Like Hugh Jackman is, I think, trying to destroy the planet or something.
Probably.
I don't know. But
He got
I
tired
remember
of saving it.
yeah, I remember he had a really cool design. So, Chappie. And a cool name.
And I'm going to follow that up with my version of Chappie. Because in the 80s, there was a movie. And again, it's been so long since I've seen it. I don't remember the whole plot. But I think this robot was originally supposed to transport nuclear weapons, but he became sentient. And his name was Johnny Five from a movie called Short Circuit. And he's probably referenced in that pop culture movie Ready Player One. I'm sure he's got to be referenced in that because he's like the epitome of 1980s robot. But he had really funny sayings and like Johnny Five is alive and that kind of stuff. But yeah, he was kind of very much reminded me when I saw Chappie of Johnny Five.
Interesting. I've never heard of that.
They had a sequel too, Short Circuit 2.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll have to see those someday. They're good movies. And I think is that the end of our list, or did you guys have more?
I have one more.
Okay,
Okay.
go for it.
I also have one more.
Well, his name is Ultron. I don't know if you know him, but
Wait.
Oh, I do have one more. On my list.
Wait a second.
Ultron Part 2. I liked Age of Ultron. Some people don't, but I liked it. I
Yeah.
haven't seen it in a while.
I liked it because I didn't think Ultron was out of all the bad guys in the Marvel universe, and I knew that they were leading towards Thanos and stuff. I didn't think a deep cut like Ultron was going to end up in there, and I didn't think Vision was going to end up in there, but they ended up being pretty important, part
Yeah.
in the scheme of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I liked Ultron. I like how they did the like creepy Pinocchio song in the trailers, and
Oh yeah,
that was like all of the like leading up to that movie was super cool. It made me really excited for that.
and the voicing was just perfect.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Again, very sarcastic and like you are all ants to me type mentality.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
My last one is Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot, which was a cartoon that I watched quite a bit as a kid. And I liked Jenny because she was blue. And I don't really remember the show, but she was like a robot kind of just going to human school. And she had human friends and stuff like that. And I thought it was a cool show. And yeah, so Jenny.
Cool. And my last one, I thought I didn't have a last one, but since we went out of order, I failed to see it, and it was actually Ultron and Vision.
Nice.
Since they're kind of related. But yeah, Vision was always my favorite character in the comics growing up. So, like I said, I was very happy to see him make it into the Marvel Universe along with all the, Captain America and Iron Man and those people are going to be there. But
Yeah.
Vision wasn't one of the originals. He came in pretty early, but he wasn't one of the originals. So I was happy to see him enter into the Marvel Universe and become so cool. And it was neat how he was voicing the part of
Jarvis. Yeah.
Before, the Vision or Age of Ultron movie was even thought of, probably.
Yeah.
I'm sure they had a big master plan. Someone had a big master plan, but it was crazy that he was voicing it, and he was probably one of the few people that could fit into that role,
Right.
physical shape, dimension wise. It's a good thing they didn't have a fat guy voicing Jarvis. But cool.
Yeah.
I had one on my list that I know nothing about, but I put it on here because I wanted to make sure Amber remembered him.
Oh, a lot of pressure.
Mr. Roboto.
Oh, well, how could I forget Mr. Roboto? Wow, I didn't know music was involved. Didn't know that was an option.
His name's right in the title of our Robot O. Yeah, like I said, I don't know anything about it, but it's a great song by Styx. And what at some point, I used to listen to Styx, driving around in the car, you hear that. But at some point, did I get like a birthday card that had that song in it, and that's how you really latched onto it?
I thought I just heard it initially in the car.
Yeah,
but you say birthday card, and that sounds familiar.
There's definitely a birthday card or something.
That might have come after, though. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe we picked the birthday card because I knew the song. I don't know.
That could very well be.
Nice.
Cool. So that was a fun little episode.
Yeah.
Listing off our favorite robots or autonomous friends.
Would MODOK be considered a robot?
A
I don't know
robot
if
with
he's a
many butt
favorite.
cheeks.
Yeah, robot with human butt cheeks.
The most cowpidgeous robot in the Marvel Universe.
This episode was harder than I expected to think of things. Because as soon as you were like, yeah, let's do a robot episode, I'm like, what is a robot?
Yeah, I was making my list. I was like, is this even considered a robot?
Yeah, is BMO a robot? He's just a video game.
Yep.
Yep, and that's why I think George Lucas never used that term.
Yeah. See, my initial thought was, well, they're called droids. Like, is that a robot?
Yeah, we were just using the loose definition.
Mm-hmm.
Well, cool. Well, any final thoughts before we close out this episode?
Beep boop. I can do a robot
Watch your
voice
language.
too.
The mouth on that girl. Cool. I think this is going to wrap up the episode then. So we want to thank you all for listening to our show. Be sure to check out the YouTube channels, check out our socials, and stay tuned next week for another episode of the Family Geekery Podcast. So thanks as always for listening. And until next time, peace out and geek out. Thank you for listening to the Family Geekery Podcast. For more information, visit www.familygeekery.com. Don't forget to subscribe at your favorite podcast provider. And until next time, peace out and geek out.